Hey everyone, it's me Tim from FTA Adventures, and today I'm going to talk about 5 ways that I pass the time around camp by myself. Stick around. So like I said, I'm going to be talking about 5 things that I do to pass time while motorcycle camping. Lately, on my more recent trips, I've been getting to camp a lot earlier than I used to, so I'm left with a lot of time to kind of fill, basically. The first thing that I do is I listen to podcasts or audiobooks. Actually, I just recently listened to Anthony Bourdain's audiobook, which was super cool. Really interesting book. It's really pretty cool. That was something that I enjoyed when I was out in California. I was listening to that book. But podcasts too, there's a ton of good podcasts about motorcycling, adventure, all kinds of things. It's nice too because it fills a little bit of the dead air. You know, it can get kind of quiet at camp by yourself when you don't have anyone to talk to. It's nice to have something just playing out loud to listen to it. It definitely helps make you feel like you're not so alone. The second thing I do is either tinker on the bike and fix little things, or I'll reorganize my gear, try packing things differently, clean things off, reorganize, pack, the whole deal. Just tinkering on the bike, you know, checking tire pressure, looking the bike over, make sure nothing's loose, tighten bolts, that kind of thing. It definitely can fill a lot of your time around camp. And if you're on a bigger trip, it's good to be doing that kind of maintenance anyway. Third thing I do is I collect firewood, specifically wood that is already down on the ground. I won't cut down trees or anything like that, but I collect firewood and build a campfire. This is something to help you pass the time, but also having a campfire, especially when you're alone, really helps you feel a lot more relaxed and at peace with camp, and it gives you something to watch. I mean, I swear it's almost better than watching TV. Fourth thing I do is explore on foot. Once I pack up everything, I throw a bike cover on my bike so that nobody can, you know, take the little odds and ends off, like the sheepskin seat cover or my GPS or things like that. So it just keeps it kind of out of sight and out of mind. And what I'll do is, once everything's set up at camp, I'll kind of explore around on foot. This is something I did a lot in Joshua Tree, and nobody messed with any of my gear. Everything was there when I got back. I've been asked a few times recently how I deal with leaving things on the bike, and that's how I kind of deal with that. Because especially if you're in a place like Joshua Tree, you want to get out and explore on foot and climb some of the rocks. And number 5 is cook. This is something I've been doing a lot more frequently in the last year or so as I was writing my cookbook, which will be linked down below in case you guys want to check that out. If you're looking to step up your camp cuisine, that's a good way to do it. And it's a nice way to pass time around camp, and it's a rewarding way to pass time because you end up with a nice meal at the end to enjoy around camp. So anyways, those are the 5 things I do to pass the time around camp. There are obviously a ton of other things you could do. I know a lot of people will fish. If you happen to be camping near a creek or a river or a lake, fishing is definitely something. You could play cards, play solitaire, read books. Tons of things you can do to pass time around camp and really enjoy yourself and get some R&R in. So anyways, like I said, those are the 5 things that I do to pass time around camp. I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Ride safe.